Hello, welcome to another Tonalist landscape oil painting demonstration. This is your painter in residence, M. Francis McCarthy. And you can see as well that we have real quickly scrolling across the screen a list of colors. So that's a new thing I'm adding. I might slow that down a little bit actually. I didn't want to cut into the actual painting too much, but it's there for people that want it. And there is a video. If I was more clever with my YouTube channel, I'd figure out how to pin that to the front page, but I might someday. I'm getting actually tomorrow I will be doing the last of the Past Masters in our current Past Masters series, and after that I plan on adding those paintings to various playlists that have been set up for the artists that I've done studies after, and do some other basic maintenance on the channel. So I guess we've settled into 2 a week, pretty much on the weekend. That's just how it's working out these days. I will try though to get one out in the middle of the week. Apologize for that, but I actually was doing 2 a week for the first year and a half of this channel, and it was when I was getting into, trying to market my art online and stuff, I thought, well, I'll amp it up. And for a while I was doing 1 a day. Well, I take that back. Actually, the very first 100 days, we did 1 a day. That was 100 days of tonalism. That was a ton of work. And it's a lot of work, actually, to sit down and do a video every day. This isn't so bad. It's Saturday today, May 26, 6, so 26 today. Fall here in New Zealand, spring there in the US and Europe. And I had a few cold days. The cold's coming in, what are you gonna do? You can't get away from it. It's that old tilt on the axis, So this painting, you may recognize it because I put up a glazing demonstration, which you will see the non-verbal video of at the very end of this video. That also be a good thing to pin to that front page in YouTube. I'll look into that. I'll get to it. Oh, as far as news, I'm having a show here in Whangarei on June 21st, running through July 10th. So if you want to book your tickets to come out here, or if you're one of my followers out here, yeah, that's happening, and I will try to get emails out to those of you that have supported my work out here, so that you're aware of it. I confess that's something I've always been pretty remiss at in my career as a landscape painter. I basically just want to do my paintings. I'm really happy to talk with people, to come into my studio and even teach people things and all that, but when it comes to all of that stuff, yeah, I have not much interest in it, so I don't tend to do it. But I do have some emails, and I will be getting an email out to you if you are a local collector. Now, if you are a local collector, hopefully you know about this channel and you're already watching the videos, right? So come on down. Opening's on the 21st, which is a Friday, maybe. Let's see. Maybe we should find that out, because the gal in the gallery was telling me what day is the 21st? Oh, 21st is the Thursday. The opening is actually the 22nd, which is a Friday. You can come down and have a glass of champagne, yes, and some cheese and crackers and things like that. Typical gallery opening food. So what's going on in the studio? Well, I have been working on these new format, which is a 5 by 10 which I'm planning on trying to get done and included in this show, because I'm really excited about that format. I've done a really good painting, well, two that are good. One I think is really good, and the other just good, you know, well, pretty dang good, but one's a real standout. And I've got some course reference situated in that format, and when I get back in the studio today, I'm going to be going after another one, and I've got like 4 frames that I purchased, so I've got actually a whole bunch of boards. I tend to do that when I start getting excited and enthused about something. I tend to jump right in. So I resisted this panoramic type of format for a long time. I just felt like, believe it or not, I resisted sunsets for a long time too. I just felt that sunsets were sort of a cliche, and I didn't want to get involved with it. But it's not a cliche if you do it with your heart. That's what I have to say to anyone that's thinking that way. And the same thing goes for panoramic proportions. Now, these aren't exactly true panoramas since they're only 10 inches wide, but they definitely have that panoramic feeling to them. And they have started construction on my new studio, so that's going to be well, actually, really, I'm thinking of it as 4 times the space, because right now my current studio is cut in half. The front portion is a little mini gallery, and the back portion is where I work, but I'll have a whole area the size of my current studio to work, so I'll be able to have a stand-up easel, and also an area to sit down as well. And I'm pretty excited about that. We've come to an agreement as far as the rent and all that, so it's good. It's really exciting, and I have quite a few paintings I've done that I want to do at a larger scale, and I've never really done that yet. Every painting situation I've had has been like it started as a kitchen table or something like that, and then this studio I've been in for like 6.5 years is basically a great big office desk. But it works out good, especially for the kind of scale we're doing in the painting today. Now, I did have a request on the YouTube channel for someone for me to talk about the colors I'm using as we're doing the video, and that's probably not too feasible, since I did this painting 2 months ago. But what I can tell you is that my accommodation of that request is to have that little list of colors go shooting by. It might be very quick, but you can pause it, and also there's a slowdown feature available in YouTube if you look around on that bar. All of these videos could be slowed down. It won't be slowed down with incredibly great quality, but if there's anything I'm doing you really want to see at a slower speed, I believe it lets you go up to 25% on the speed there. So and that list, like I say, there is also, all you have to do is type it into my channel palette, color palette, and you'll see the whole video presentation I did where I broke down all the colors I use and why I use them. So those are the colors I'm using, and I tend not to use every aspect of the palette. Like this painting, you can see there's no blue in it at all. It's basically probably your burnt sienna, your alizarin crimson, your black, and it's a yellow medium, yellow ochre, pardon me, raw umber. I really wouldn't even think of what else I might need, And then, of course, a little glazing was done with the transparent earth yellow, which is a color I've talked about quite a bit here. But if I can think of it, I will, I will try and indicate that. But what I always say to new painters starting out is that start with a very simple palette. Have one yellow and a red, like alizarin crimson, or a red and a burnt sienna. I believe burnt sienna to be a great landscape color, and maybe something like yellow ochre. You need a white, you need a black, and you need a blue. You really only need one blue, and that could be ultramarine blue, or it could be cobalt blue, or even phthalo blue. Phthalo blue is a bit cold, but oh, you can see this was the sped up version of the glazing video I did, and the reason it's included here is just for completeness, because I'm like that. I'm kind of pedantic. If you were a student of mine on a regular basis, you would know that. I embrace it, though. I'm not this appellation. I'm not worried about it. Also, this painting's sort of interesting in that it's basically one color pass with a little bit of glazing, and I never went back in to do anything else to it. I think, anyway. I never really did. I thought about it, but you know, I was happy with the way it was. And sometimes if you you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to go in and do a bit more to that, you know, but if you really ask yourself, is it going to improve it? Is it really going to improve it in any way? Because when you put that painting up in the palette and you don't need to, you're taking a chance of ruining your painting. That's just the facts of the matter. Anyway, I can see we're getting sort of close to the end here. New subscribers, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I will keep this video content coming. Old subscribers, you guys absolutely rock. Thank you for sticking around and continuing to watch. Oh, I did want to point out that especially since I'm like 2 a week right now, you want to click on that little bell next to the subscribe button so you get a notification when I put up a video. That's pretty important, otherwise you might miss out. So just a heads up there. Anyway, I'll be back real soon. I'll be back tomorrow actually with a Past Masters series. So meanwhile, please take good care and stay out of trouble.